What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. You know, I have mentioned on my channel about freedom, liberty, justice. This is something that was ingrained in us when we were over in America, and we saw that it did not apply. You know, because it said freedom, justice for all, but we know we was not included in the all. Now, you know, Justice Ketanji, she was accepted in the Supreme Court justice, and she did her video giving thanks from her mother to her father on down, her family members, her husband and their family side, everybody that she gave thanks on down to her colleagues and her mentors. And then she gave thanks to America. And she gave thanks to America because she felt as though that her achievement, selected by the President of the United States, showed that we have arrived as a people. What gets me with that, and I want y'all to just to lean your ear in my heart of what I'm trying to say. She said that she is the first of her generation since the Civil Rights Movement to get to the highest place, that is in Supreme Court justice. And she said it in a sense of achievement. Now, why is it that we black folks are thankful as far as thinking that America has finally reached to us, opened the door, and we can give thanks to them for that? That's like being a slave all those years, and then you get the freedom to walk, and you turn around and tell your system, thank you. I think that the thank you really is in a different place. Why is it that when we reach these achievements, we think that we have overcome? This is no surprise that you are Supreme Court Justice. We've been qualified from the beginning. It's not like that it's a reverse mental psychology that you give praise to a country because you got to a position that your ancestors did not get the privilege to and all. And you give thanks like you arrived. See, in Africa, you know, Africa's not perfect. And there's a lot of issues in a lot of countries. But like you see here on the sign, 1957, that's when Ghana got its independence. For Ghana's independence, we have to understand that though we feel proud in America when we get these so-called positions, we get these jobs, we get to measure ourselves to them as though that we have arrived. This false sense of accomplishment is what's killing us. We should be saying, it's about damn time. Y'all done held us all the way back, but giving you thank you. America? I don't owe you a thank you. It's about damn time. And I don't walk on my high horse feeling like I achieved. That achievement is actually selling you short. It's like the brother who gets a white woman because it was always put in his image when he's in the Western world that she's the most beautiful thing. And then when he gets her, he thinks he's arrived. He thinks he's got the big trophy, when all the while the power in two, black man and black woman, building a success together in a system that is against both, is a powerful or more powerful statement. For, you know, nothing gets Ketanji and her selection of, you know, her Caucasian persuasion and her family, nothing against her on that. But God doggone it, don't tell me when you thanked your husband for his support, who happens to be a Caucasian, and all of his, I'm quite sure, rubbing elbows, putting in the good word, did not play a part in where you are today. You see, America can bend over and understand a black man if he comes over to their side so that they don't feel like he's. You see, as long as we are looked upon like we have a black agenda, we're a threat. Why is it that we have to come and reach their bar, reach their achievement, come on to their side to be able to get sometimes positions that are deserving of us in the get-go? Never act surprised like you got an award when you walk across a stage and you're like, yes, thank you, thank you. It was all in you. This freedom and liberty and justice, even though it says freedom and justice, there's a lot of liberties in Africa. I've been interviewing people who start businesses, those who are on these journeys and buying land and houses. You know, they'll tell you the bureaucracy, the red tape is not like America. You got liberties and freedoms. Sometimes too much could be in the way and give you a headache. But you have the freedom to start a business. You have the freedom to achieve what you want to. You have the justice. Now, I'm saying that not all African countries are has the same equal freedoms and justices. That's only because of the corrupt minds of leaders. But you have at least a judicial system that will not be prejudiced of your skin color when you sit in front of the court for whatever the crime or whatever it is that you are being accused of. That won't be in question. You know, I love the black star. And it's the one star. You know, America's got the, 50 white stars for each country. But here it is today I'm talking. We act like because they set a bar and then you reach it, that you turn around and tell them thank you. Oh, it's equal. It's if we would wake up and realize, I don't need to be amazed when I was valedictorian of my class. I don't need to be surprised when I won Employee of the Month. I don't need to be surprised when I was selected for the Supreme Court Justice, or I was brought in as a president, or whatever position it is. I should not be surprised. But we are resilient. We are profound, prolific, smart, wise people if we wake up. But when you're in a stupor, you act as though that what they told you are. But I would have been remiss if I did not at least stand out here in front of this, basically to give you all the look at the freedom and justice that reigns in the center of Accra, proudly to give the message to its citizens. Only 65 years old, this country, when the Europeans released its so-called colonized, systematic, racist presence on some of these African countries, it's still in its infant stage. Never forget that. That's why I say Africa's not perfect. When you hand over a system and now people have to figure out how to work this whole thing, it takes years. It took America 400 years. And the thing about America, why it's still, everybody thinks it's so great. Look at everybody who's in there from around the globe that's making it great. Look at all the countries that invest in the economy of America, because they gamble on America, because they hold America so esteemed and don't realize a lot of foreign international influences, it continues to pump her and make her great. When you got African countries who have to stand on their own because you got people from the outside who rather not do business or trade in order for us to try to figure out ourselves, which is okay. I believe in being self-sufficient or self-reliant. But when it is blatant, intentional to keep a continent dependent upon you, but we have to recognize we need to connect as the Africans. The Arabs in the north of Africa have done it. They have a total different system, not a democracy system. They have a total different system that they're flourishing, and we can do the same. So the next time you speak to your children or your grandchildren, you tell your children, you are wonderfully made, for you are brilliant. Don't be amazed when you are selected. Don't be giving thanks where thanks ain't due. For whatever was given you was deserved and earned. This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.